The story goes that Moses, one of the most iconic leaders and prophets of the Bible, disappeared in a manner as mysterious as it was shocking. After freeing the Israelites from Egyptian oppression and guiding them through the desert for 40 years, Moses never set foot in the Promised Land. At the end of his life, God showed him the land from the top of Mount Nebo, but Moses would not enter there. It was in that place, in the solitude of the mountain, where Moses passed away, and where, according to the biblical account, God himself buried him in a place that remains unknown to this day. The Bible, in Deuteronomy 34, 5-6, describes how God took care of Moses' burial. One of the few times it is mentioned that God intervenes in such a direct and personal way. This fact has given rise to countless interpretations and theories, as the Bible explicitly mentions that no one knows his grave until this day. This expression has sparked curiosity and mystery across generations, raising questions about the true fate of Moses and his tomb. Some Jewish and Christian accounts explain that God decided to hide Moses' body to prevent the people from falling into idolatry. Moses was so loved and respected by the Israelites that they probably would have wanted to build a sanctuary in his honor, turning it into a place of worship. God, knowing that this could divert their attention towards a cult of the figure of Moses and not to God himself, decided to bury him in a hidden, invisible place beyond anyone's reach. Over the centuries, this story has taken on a life of its own. Searches have been conducted on Mount Nebo and its surroundings, but none have been fruitful. Many have interpreted the story as a metaphor for Moses' humility. Despite his achievements, Moses was a leader who never sought personal glory. The fact that his body left no trace could represent that spirit of service, dedicated to God and the people without expecting honors or recognition. The apocryphal writings, such as the Book of Jude in the New Testament, mention a mysterious confrontation between the Archangel Michael and Satan over the body of Moses, suggesting that there was something of utmost importance in his final destiny. Was Moses' body such a powerful symbol that evil sought to use it in some way? The passage remains without detailed explanation, but it adds another layer of mystery to this story. Thus, the disappearance of Moises becomes not only a mystery story, but also a lesson about destiny, devotion, and humility. This narrative could have served to illustrate that Moses' fate was not to perish in oblivion. However, his body has never been found. This mystery has given rise to fascinating theories and myths that attempt to understand the purpose behind this divine event. In the Transfiguration of Jesus, Moses appears in a glorified body, suggesting that his body was never destined for corruption, but for a higher mission that transcends human understanding.